Hi everyone, welcome. How's it going? Hi Yusai. You were here first? Oh, that's because Nightbot, like I said, Nightbot generally doesn't start till a moonbeam is on live. Nightbot is a robot, right? So if 2 or 3 people try to join at once, one of you are either going to be missed or, you know, it just happens that way. I have no control over it. Moonbeam has no control over it. It's just the way the robot thing works, unfortunately. But it does keep the list organized for me so I can get through as many people as possible rather than trying to play the game of who's next. It is really handy to have a Nightbot figure that out for me. So like I said, I can get through as many people as possible because I only have 2 hours. You know. But thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Hi, Lizelle. How are you? Dania, Ariana, BB. How's everyone? Nisha, Eagle. How's everyone? Hi, Moon Goddess. How are you? Welcome. Nadia, everyone's here. Marta. Yeah, so like I said, like Nightbot, if anyone is new, welcome. And if you do want to join the list, you just write ! join with no spaces in between, and then write your question after. If you don't have a question after you write join, then a Nightbot will try to prompt you to write your question, and it will add it to your thing. If you just write ! join again with your question, you'll be updated. Yeah. It's just the way it works. Like I said, it just, right, no, Nightbot's not a real person. It just really helps me keep track of a list. I know sometimes it's really hard to get on because the people who have been here for a long time know how to do it quickly multiple times, and that's just, I guess, the game that you gotta play. You can also play with Nightbot if you want to know an oracle card. Write ! oracle or ! magical, and Nightbot will come up with some sort of thing. I know sometimes the fortune things can say some weird things, but again, I don't have control over that either. It's just the program thing. I don't know. For some fun, for some entertainment while you wait for your turn. I also have members if anybody wants to get a membership. I do members only Mondays, which will be Monday coming. It will be members only Mondays where I do a much longer reading rather than just the 4 cards with some clarity. It'll be much more cards to clarify what your questions are during the Monday lives. And you also have access to early videos and some shorts that are only for members if you're interested in that. But I'll switch the screen so we can get started. I do have a legal disclaimer description down in the description. There's a legal disclaimer if you want to check that out too. It's only for spiritual guidance, not for, you know, it's like the lottery. You take it like a grain of salt, right? Lazelle, hello. A general reading for the month of August. Yes, I'm also doing fairy readings if anyone wants to hear what your fairy guide wants you to know. But let's see, for Lazelle, a general reading for the month of August. What's going on for the month of August for Lazelle? What's going on for the month of August for Lazelle? What does Lazelle need to know in August? Ooh, all the cards. This one really wants to come out with you? For you? The Knight of Wands. Maybe some Prince Charming is coming together, coming for you. I don't know if you ever watched The Witcher, but this guy really looks like The Witcher. So, you know, he's pretty good looking. I don't know. Let's see. What does Lazelle need to know for the month of August? I guess Matt is a magical person tonight. Miss Moonlight will have some competition with that. Hi, Miss Moonlight. How are you? Ooh, this is some good energy. I don't know if this is what you're expecting to come through, but the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Why do I want to say Knight of Pentacles? You have the Knight of Wands, so I do feel like that hot, fiery, passionate, romantic energy is coming for you. I don't know if you know who this person is, if you're in a relationship or not, or if this is a new person. You have the Nine of Cups too, so that love, connection, that, you know, happiness, fulfillment all coming through. I just feel the sense of satisfaction, romance, respect, moving forward, things improving, socializing a little bit more, achieving some of your goals too. You also have the Nine of Swords, so I feel like, you know, just because there's going to be some good things in August, but there might be some things that are a little bit hard on your emotions, maybe testing you a little bit with anxieties or fears or worries, whatever that case may be. I just feel like there's that sense of maybe some past regrets may sneak up on you, and, you know, happens sometimes. You also have the Two of Wands in the dark, so that could be about you trying to accomplish those personal goals, and it does seem that there will be a good opportunity for you to achieve those personal goals. If they are personal, or they may be just goals in general, they're not really that personal towards you, then maybe a little bit hard to accomplish if you're holding on to things from your past. So I do feel like if you are trying to get anything done in August with your personal goals, whatever that is for you, don't let the past, you know, cause some of this, you know, moving forward. You know, maybe it didn't work out last time, or maybe it did, and this time you have to do things a little bit different than you did then. I feel like that is a choice you're going to have to make. It's totally up to you, right? But this is just what the cards are suggesting, to maybe change that up a little bit to meet those goals, if that makes any sense. But that is what I got for you, making sure your inner alignment is all aligned and your mind and your heart is in the right place. And I feel like it will be a really good, productive month. That's what I got. Nisha, will Gemini show up Friday at my house? Oh my. Will this Gemini show up for Nisha? Will this Gemini show up for Nisha? Will Nisha's Gemini show up for Nisha on Friday? Will they show up for her on Friday? Oops. Let's see. What card wanted to come out? There was one. I'm not sure what it was. I'm sure it will come out again. Ooh. I do feel like there's going to be some challenges coming towards this Gemini, so I do feel this energy with the Five of Wands being in the dark and the Knight of Cups being in the dark, that the Gemini is going to try their absolute best to be there for Friday, but it does seem like the universe is going to challenge the Gemini to do so. I'm not sure what's going on with the Gemini, but you do have the Five of Wands in the dark. So I don't know if there's going to be competition for his time. Doesn't necessarily mean that there's another person. Just kind of like means, like, you know, work may call him in. Maybe a family member is going to need him, or someone else. Whatever the case may be, he's definitely going, or your Gemini is definitely going to be challenged. There is the Empress, so I do feel like the Gemini does see you as the Empress. You know, someone who's very caring and nurturing, ground to earth, all that sort of thing. Maybe a little stubborn, but overall, there's a good positive feelings here. There is the Knight of Cups in the dark. So I do feel like he's going to try his best. You know, I do feel like he may hold back on his emotions if he does make it on Friday. But, you know, he may not be fully ready to express those things. But there's the Eight of Cups too, so he's not walking away from you. You know, if things don't work out on Friday, I do feel like he'll really strongly reschedule or try to make it work some other way. That's what I got. You're welcome, Lizelle. Tammy, What is coming up for me next in my life regarding love and finances? Ooh, what's coming up next for Tammy in love and finances? What's coming up next for Tammy in love and finances? What's coming up for Tammy in love and finances? There is love. It's going to be challenging, but there is love there. You know, this knight has a long journey to get to you. I don't know if you're in a love situation right now, but it's getting there. Maybe it is the Chariot. I don't know, but you do have these challenges. The Five of Cups is in the dark, so I do feel like there's going to be some emotions coming up here for sure. I do feel like whatever it is, you've been healing, you've been moving on from anything that's holding you back or anything that is a negative energy around you, and I feel like you are at a pause. You know, you're not really going forward, but you're just kind of like stuck where you're, whatever situation you're in now, a little bit longer. There is a tower here, so I do feel this energy of you rebuilding this tower. Maybe you're starting at the foundation of whatever's going on with you. I do feel like you are working that way up. You know, I do feel there might be some sudden changes, or you may even be going through some sort of spiritual awakening that could be bringing your energy down, but there is love. I'm not really seeing anything here for money-wise or financial-wise besides the Five of Cups, but that is more about the emotions, about transitioning and building up that confidence in the financial department rather than, you know, the same with the pause, kind of like how to pause and rebuilding that. But it does seem to be like there is love coming for you. I don't know if you're in a relationship or not, but there is some love. Maybe there's even some love choices out there for you, but that seems to be what I got. Don't know who this could be. I don't know either, but it does look like they're going to have some challenges before they get to you. So hopefully they overcome all of those challenges. You're welcome. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Diamond. Nadia. Sohail's feelings, no contact. What are Sohail's feelings and no contact? What are Sohail's feelings and no contact? Ooh, wait. Ooh, that one really wanted to come out. It slid right out. The world. What are Sohail's feelings towards Nadia? What are Sohail's feelings towards Nadia? Oh man, I don't know if Sohail's having some self-doubts about something, but he is ready to make a choice though. I do feel like there's some self-doubt going on, some low confidence, maybe some insecurities. You do have the world in the dark. So I don't know if they're trying to get shortcuts and like trying to get to the fast pace of things or what that is about. I know you said there's no contact. So yeah. It's a little tricky about what the world kind of like represents. I don't know if it's about them. They're not done that cycle with you. Like I feel like they do still know that there's something there that's not quite completed without you. There's also the Seven of Pentacles in the dark. So I do feel this feeling that Sohail is kind of like in a stagnant kind of energy. You know, they're not really moving forward. They're just kind of like sitting there. I also feel this energy of them having some unfinished business with you. Like I feel like there's something that Sohail needs from you still. I'm not quite sure if that is a relationship or if it's just them getting that personal closure, that clarity before, you know. There is a Hangman, so I don't know if it's about Sohail trying to figure things out on how about do this, right? Do I reach out to Nadia and have this conversation to clear the air between us? Or do I not do that, you know? And the Two of Cups, the choice is them. So I do feel like they are struggling with that communication. I don't know if they're struggling with some sort of misunderstanding that they need clarity on, but I do feel like there's something. That's what I got. I don't know what it is. Oh, Nancy beat Matt. There's competition now. Now Nancy's the highest the highest magical person here. I thought it was Miss Moonlight. I'm good. I'm good. Morning. Hello. General for tomorrow at work. What's going on tomorrow at work for morning? What's going on for morning at work tomorrow? What's going on for tomorrow for morning? Morning, is it morning for you right now? I'm just curious. Ooh, the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Swords. Ooh, I do feel like you're going to be getting some communication tomorrow. I don't know if it's about work, or I'm guessing it's about work, or someone at work is going to communicate with you. Not sure if it's a co-worker or something. I don't know. For the Ten of Wands and the Light, I do feel like overall you're going to meet everything that you're going to be committed to do tomorrow. You're going to be able to accomplish that, it looks like. For the Ten of Wands, there might be some extra responsibility. So I don't know if that is something that the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords is going to communicate with you, is that you may have a little bit extra work. So I don't know if, like, I don't know what kind of work you do, somebody's not going to show up, or what that situation is. But you do have the Queen of Pentacles, and I feel like this is your energy. Just being able to manifest the opportunities and just develop your skills and just be able to do whatever you put your focus on to get done. I feel like you're going to be learning something, or just have that extra responsibility for something. You may have to delegate some tasks to someone else to help you out, whatever that may be, you know? With the Page of Cups, again, I just feel that sense of communication. Someone's going to want to tell you something. You may feel a little frustrated. Someone may be seeking your attention for something or other, you know, try to distract you. There is a Page of Swords too. You know, if this person's trying to distract you, I feel like you just have that clear mindset, like, you know, I'm working right now. You'll have to wait till after or break time, whatever it is, to tell me that. But with the Page of Swords being there, I just feel the sense of, I don't know if it's you or someone else just feeling a little nervous, a little scattered energy, a little unfocused, a little restless. So I don't know how that's going to affect you tomorrow, if it's you or someone else that you're going to have to be dealing with. But that is what I got. Hi Starlight, how are you? Welcome. You say, what's Bahama's intimate thoughts of me, Sarah? So what are Baha's thoughts of Sarah? What are Bahama's, I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong, intimate thoughts of Sarah? Two of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. You do have the Two of Cups in the dark. So I do feel like there's some sort of emotional thing about taking, like making a choice or decision about something that will be a little bit emotional. I don't know if it's Baham's thoughts about making this decision or not. I do feel like there's some sort of communication issues or some sorts, or misunderstandings, or some sort of thing like that. I don't know if it's just like a one-sided thing, or if like Bahaman seems to be blaming himself for something, or I don't know what this is about. But then you also have the Seven of Pentacles, so I do feel like overall Bahaman is thinking about what their future goals are with you, and where both of you, your futures are going to lay moving forward. Whatever the Two of Cups is trying to figure out, I feel like they're still trying to figure that out. I don't know if they've made their choice of that already, or if it's still something that's lingering. I just feel them sense they're feeling like they're doing well, that the two of you are growing together, or whatever I don't know what your relationship is, but the Hangman, I do feel like they've changed their perspective about something. I'm not quite sure what that could be between the two of you, but there's a Three of Cups, so I feel like overall they do feel like there's, you know, friendship, or more than that, if that's what it is, like a good connection. That's what I got. It's a working connection? Oh, okay, yeah, because I wasn't really feeling like love or anything, but I feel like there's like some good connections here. I feel like there's some sort of emotional thing, so I do feel like Baham is kind of like struggling with expressing themselves towards you. I don't know if that is why you asked the question, but with the Hangman, they're trying to see maybe your side of things rather than, you know. That's what I got. Yeah, it's not romantic, no, yeah. I wasn't sure if you wanted it to be or not. But no, there was no romantic, but there is a good connection connection doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be like two people getting along pretty well or having a mutual understanding. Yeah, you're welcome. Hi, Morris. How are you? Welcome. Yes, Morris. If you could just join the list, just write exclamation mark, join with no spaces in between. With your question, the Nightbot will add you to the list. The Nightbot is a robot. It's not a real person. So it's the only way to join the list is to put yourself on the list. Thank you for coming. You're from Scott's channel, right? I see you over there. Thank you for joining us. Kimberly, how does Imari feel about our connection? How does Imari feel about their connection with Kimberly? How does Imari feel about their connection with Kimberly? How is Morris feeling? How is Morris feeling? How is Imari feeling? How are they feeling? Let's see. Imari, the Six of Pentacles. For the Six of Pentacles, I do feel like there's a mutual connection there. I'm not quite sure what the situation is, but you know, Six of Pentacles, that even give and take kind of energy coming through. I do feel that energy. That they feel like, yeah, I'm not quite sure what the Knight of Pentacles is saying though, you know? Knight of Pentacles, I don't know if it's like a lack of romance or a lack of something going on there. Just kind of, or if it's just like feeling stuck and lost that excitement between the two of you. I know there's a Chariot, so I feel like whatever the energy is, it's not going anywhere. It's kind of like at a standstill. Just kind of like, and just staying put. There is a Star too, so I do feel like overall the two of you may have like some sort of spiritual connection. Maybe that is what's keeping the two of you together. Yeah, not quite sure where this reading is going. We're going to clarify what the Knight of Pentacles is saying. What is the Knight of Pentacles saying about Imari towards Kimberly? What is the Knight of Pentacles saying to Kimberly? Page of Cups. Page of Cups is in the dark. So I don't know if Imari is like struggling to communicate their feelings towards you a little bit. Just kind of, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's a sense of, I don't know if they're trying to seek your attention or if they're being overly sensitive about something. But I feel like they're going to figure it out. I feel like the star, the universe is going to guide them and they're going to figure out what is troubling them. Because I feel like overall with the Six of Pentacles, there's a very good connection, a good mutual connection on both sides. So Morris, I'm sorry, if you could try again, just write exclamation mark, join with no spaces in between. Instead of like you did exclamation mark what? So exclamation mark join with no spaces in between like you just did, and then a space, and then what, and continue your question. I'm sorry, I know it's tricky. Moon God. Goddesses. I always mess up when the rest of the word goes at the bottom. Moon Goddess. What's coming for Moon Goddess? Welcome. Do you have a YouTube channel too, Moon Goddess? Are you a tarot reader? For Moon Goddess. What is coming for Moon Goddess? What is coming towards Moon Goddess? What is coming towards Moon Goddess? There! Excellent! You did it! Thank you! Morris did it! He joined the list! Awesome! Your position is 16, but it won't stay 16. The more I read them, the less numbers you will have. So, yeah. Let's see, what is coming for Moon Goddess? You got the Six of Wands. So for the Six of Wands, I do feel this energy of, I just feel a sense of success and making progress and seeking some sort of adventure or some sort of challenge or something like that. You know, especially with the Queen of Wands, I just feel that hot, fiery, passionate, or inspired energy trying to come through for you. I feel like it's happening. I don't know if it's happened already, if it's coming really soon, all this extra energy and motivation and, you know, being inspired or being more creative. With the Three of Swords being in the dark, I do feel like there may be some sort of energy that's trying to heal a little bit of some sorts. I just feel the sense of some stresses or anxiety trying to come out of this. I don't know what that is about. You also have the Knight of Swords in the dark, so I do feel like I don't know if it's about you being a little bit too aggressive with this energy that may make other people feel a little bit uncomfortable if they're seeking someone else's help with whatever this creative energy is trying to come through for you. Just feel this sense of you having that badass success and feeling confident and all that sort of thing. But I feel like you may not want to be too confident of this causing someone to hold back on their end a little bit, you know? I just feel like that is coming through a little bit, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I also feel this energy of maybe feeling stuck and maybe needing to use some more of that energy to come through. That's what I got. Oh, thank you so much, Morris. You did it right. You joined the free list, though. Thank you so much for the donation. I really, really appreciate that, Morris. What do the cards see coming towards me in finances in general? Ooh, what do the cards see for Morris coming in finances in general? What does Morris need to know about their finances? Oh, thank you so much, Morris. I really appreciate that. I love all the support. I love all these guys that show up. You know, even just showing up helps out so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. So, what's coming towards Morris and finances in general? I'll pull out another one just to see what's going on here. You have the Ten of Cups. Ooh, the Ten of Cups is a good one. So I don't know if you're going to be more committed to your work or some sort of commitment is going to come through for you that will help you with your finances. You do have the Lover's card, so I don't know if a lover is going to, or someone who loves, doesn't necessarily have to be like a lover, just someone that you're close to your heart may help you out in some sort of energy. Yeah, you have the Seven of Wands in the dark. So I do feel the sense of something feeling a little overwhelming, maybe being a little defensive about something, but I feel like if there's kind of like you negotiating some sort of deal or negotiating some sort of thing, with the Seven of Wands in the dark, I feel like it's not really worth it, whatever that is for you. I don't know if it's something that, okay, you know, it's not worth my time trying to negotiate this deal. We're going to look for somewhere else for whatever that is. You know, just kind of an example of that energy. There is the Temperance here, so making sure that you're well aligned. You know, when you're making any financial decisions, making sure your mind and your intuition is matching up seems to be a strong thing that's coming through. And the Four of Pentacles, you know, that always means to take that time to think things through. You know, maybe work on saving a little bit longer rather than rushing into this deal. Maybe wait a little bit longer and, you know, smell the flowers like this guy here. And wait for that better deal to come through for you. Whatever that is. I'm not quite sure if you are in a romantic situation or not, but it does seem like some sort of love energy is going to be spiked a little bit moving forward. That is what I got. Yeah, for finances. I don't know. I feel like something's coming through for you, but, you know, If it's not the price you're wanting, I do feel like it's not worth negotiating. Waiting for a better deal may come for you. But that's just what the cards say. The universe. You're welcome, Morris. Thank you so much for the donation. I so much appreciate that. Hi, Sean. How are you? Divine! Is Jay looking forward to seeing me this week and feeling? So is Jay looking forward to seeing Divine this weekend? This week. Is Jay looking forward to seeing Divine this week? Is Jay looking forward to see Divine this week? Ooh, I would say yes. I feel like he sees you as the Queen of Swords. What is Jay's feelings towards Divine? What are Jay's feelings towards Divine? What are Jay's feelings towards Divine? The Fool, as soon as I turned it over and saw that it was in the dark, I felt like, you know, you're worth the risk. Whatever the risk is, Jay just thinks you're worth it, so. The Eight of Cups, he's not leaving you. He's in it. He's comfortable where he is. He's not going to move on. He's just there. You know, you're worth the risk. He doesn't know where it's going, and it doesn't seem to bother him right now. I do feel like he is leading with his heart, not so much thinking things through. So, you know, just like the Fool, he's taking that risk. He's taking that leap of faith. He's, you know, he's well aligned. He's listening to his intuition. And I do think he does see you as the Queen of Swords. You know, someone is very, very wise, very mature, very, you know, all put together. Maybe even more, a little bit progressive, a little bit, you know? Whatever it is that they do that. They, you know, and I feel like Jay is also a picky lover. So they're not going to... Yeah. The Queen of Swords, she is someone who's very independent and respected and loyal and, you know, all the good stuff. The Fool was in the dark, yes. So when the Fool's in the dark, it's like taking a risk. So that's why I said Jay feels like, you know, you're worth the risk. He may not know where that relationship is going, but I feel like he feels like you're worth the risk, and he's not moving away from you anytime soon because the Eight of Cups was also in the dark. So he's not moving on, he's just staying in. He wants to explore what those risky feelings are that he has for you. Diamond. For Diamond, a reader said a lady would offer hubby a good money-making opportunity soon. Is it true? And does he decide to do it? Ooh. So, a reader said, okay, another tarot reader. Okay, so I'm not going to use that reader's energy. So, I'm going to start over. For Diamond, is someone going to offer Diamond's hubby a good money-making opportunity? This one just popped up. Ooh, there's a possibility, actually. So, is someone going to offer hubby a good money-making opportunity? Is Diamond's hubby going to be offered a good money-making opportunity? All right. Will the hubby take this opportunity? Will the hubby take this opportunity? Will the hubby take this opportunity? Not looking good on your hubby taking the opportunity. Oh man, Diamond. You're gonna have to work up some sort of spell or something to boost your hubby's motivation and inspiration. I don't know what that would be, but for the world, you know, I do feel like there's something, you know, the world's, it could be like something's coming to an end, but it could also be that it's the starting of something too. Feeling accomplished, feeling, you know, all those sort of good energies. You also have the Two of Pentacles, so I do feel like it'll be a choice if he takes it or not, or weighing up the options if your hubby feels like he's able to do whatever the opportunity is. Just because an opportunity is offered to you doesn't mean you're always in the position to be able to take it. So for the Two of Pentacles, I do feel the sense of something being overbooked. So I don't know if it's just not being able to manage that time, or if he can reprioritize his time to make it happen, you know, and see where it goes. But there is the Eight of Wands in the dark. So I do feel like it'll be the lack of that motivation. You know, the Eight of Wands, if the Eight of Wands is in the light, then it'd be like, yes, I have that motivation. I'm going to get this done. Because in the dark, it's like, and it's the Hermit's like, I want to stay home, away from people. I don't want to people today. You know, and just kind of like contemplate on that idea. Or maybe they'll just have to take that time to think about it before just jumping on it and see if they can prioritize things to make it fit in what they already have going on. That's what I got. Yeah, like if you're asking him to, you know, go to the moon, can't do it without a rocket ship, right? You never know what it is, though. The Hermit does suggest that he will sit on it for a while and think about it, so that's a good energy. Marta, what is your question? You're welcome, Diamond. Stubborn man. A lot of men are stubborn, right? I don't know what it is. It's not us women, right? We're not the stubborn ones. That's too funny. Marta, do you have a question? Oh, I see it. Marta, it's your turn. What's your question? Again? Hi, hater. Hi, hater? I don't know how to say your name. I post it. Can you write it again? Moonbeam is laughing at me. I'm guessing it's about the men being stubborn, not the women. Marta, can you write your question again, please? I'm sorry. Nightbot is being a butt. Is Sal thinking of me today romantically, missing me, wanting to restart our romance? Ooh, is Sal thinking of Marta today? Does he want to rekindle that romance? Is he missing Marta? What's going on with Sal? I do feel like Sal is, like we were saying, being a little stubborn. You know, the Empress in the Dark could be a little bit of a stubborn energy. She is a Taurus. You know, the Empress can also be about being a little detached from their feelings right now, not really trusting their intuition or trusting their feelings right now. The Two of Pentacles, I don't know if they're stuck between choices and just being distracted by work and work problems and money problems, and that's just taking up space, you know, where they would normally have space to think of you and miss you and that sort of thing. There is the Eight of Wands, so I do feel like he is thinking of contacting you, because the Three of Cups is generally, you know, going on that date or meeting up, having that socialization, right? So I do feel like there is things that are keeping him occupied and keeping him, you know, whatever that is. But, you know, the Eight of Wands, that does have that motivation, does want to take action towards you, does want to, you know, I'm not sure if they're going to rekindle that relationship. I do think they would be open to seeing you again or communicating with you again, whatever that is between the two of you. It just seems to be like maybe a little bit of delays, a little bit of figuring out their work and money and that sort of situation. That's what I thought. You're welcome, Marta. Alice, how does Harris think about Alice? How does Harris think about Alice? How does Harris think about Alice? How does Harris think about, or feel, sorry, wrong question. How does Harris feel about Alice? How does Harris feel about Alice? How does Harris feel about Alice? Let's see. Ooh, it's going in blind. Knight of Wands, that's some romantic energy coming through there. Ooh. Ten of Wands. I don't know if he's fearful of what he's walking into or what is going on with this Harris person. But I do feel this sense of, I don't know if they had a lot of responsibilities, a lot of work, a lot of things, and stuff is starting to be a little bit less stressful or less, you know, things are starting to be a little bit easier for them, so maybe they will change their energy, change their mind, whatever that was, you know? The Knight of Wands is generally someone who is very energetic and romantic and passionate and wants to make bold moves. I don't know if that is something that Harris has done to you already, but that I feel like that is what they're feeling. It's like, should I make these big bold moves towards Alice, or should I just hold back here and contemplate, like the Four of Cups? You know, do I just think about these ideas, think about these feelings? Do I think, you know, I do feel like they are thinking about these romantic, you know, sensual pleasures type of things, you know. With the Nine of Cups, I do feel like they're definitely holding back. They're not really going to take that action, even though they're thinking about it. Yeah, I feel like they do recognize that the two of your relationships are struggling a little bit. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I do feel like they're embarrassed about something that happened between the two of you too. I don't know. But I do feel like their arrogance is going to probably take over their mindset rather than their feelings. That's what I want. Sean, can you write a question, please? Nightbot did not pick up your question for some reason. If you can just write it again. And Empress Queen. Moonbeam says that Nightbot doesn't have a question for Empress Queen either. If you can both write your questions again. Any message from my future self? I was ready for that. I was ready for that. I was ready for that question this time. I wasn't ready for it last time. I wrote out a thing. I lost it. I was prepared, and then now I'm not prepared. Whew. I was prepared for that question. I was practicing a spread for it, and then I lost it. We're gonna wing it. We're gonna wing it this time. We did it last time, but let's just see what is going on with Sean. What's going on with Sean? What does Sean need to know from their future selves? What does Sean need to know about their future selves? What does Sean need to know about their future selves? What is Sean doing with their future selves? Ooh, the Devil. The Seven of Pentacles. The Two of... I don't know why I wanted to say the Two of Swords. Seven of Swords. Alright, let's just see here. The spread that I was practicing it, the first card was your present self. Then the rest were from your future self. So I'm going to go with that for this time. I don't remember exactly what the other three positions were, but we're going to try our best here. For the Devil being dark as your current situation, it could be about you releasing any negativity at all that was hanging on to you. You know, just breaking those chains, breaking to that, having that freedom. And I feel like that, you know, based on the other cards here, it does seem to be that is something your future self wants you to do, is like break those chains, get that sense of freedom, detach any negative thoughts, you know? Don't limit yourself. Don't let your self-beliefs limit yourself in moving forward. And then from your future self, it says the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is like making sure that, you know, you're going to be able, like right now, just look for those long-term goals. And I feel like they will be sustainable, you know? With the Seven, those long-term goals, having those sustainable results, you know, having that patience and planning and keep evaluating yourself and making sure that you're being your best self. With the Seven of Swords, kind of like the same thing. The Sevens generally have that, you know, do that self-reflection, putting in your intentions and making dreams happen. This is the Seven of Swords, so some of this may be challenging. Some people be testing you with some shadiness, you know, trying to drag you back into that energy that you don't want to be into anymore. The Ten of Pentacles is in the dark, so some commitments seem to be a challenge, or will be a challenge for you. Your future self does want you to know that. I don't know if it's like financial commitments or relationship commitments or just being able to balance the both. I do feel that in your future there's some sort of energy suggesting that you may have some unstable work, or just, you know, unstable work may cause some financial things. It also is talking about your family and traditions and that sort of thing, and feeling frustrated by that. I'm also feeling the sense of not wanting the advice from your family. I don't know what your family situation is. This is just, you know, the suggestions from the Ten of Pentacles here. But that is what I got. But I feel like you got this, you know. Let go of those change. Don't bring the negativity with you. And you can turn that Ten of Cups into light, right? Any card has a chance of turning back into the light when it comes out into the dark. The same as the other way around. If it comes out in the light, there's always a room for it to go back. Eamon, hi! Janae's intentions for Eamon. So what are Janae's intentions for Eamon? Let's see. What are their intentions? You're welcome. What are their intentions towards Eamon? What are their intentions? Ooh, they're all in the dark. I do feel like there's a little bit of self-doubt coming through, but near the end, you know, the end is looking good here. For the Five of Swords, I do feel like whatever Janae's intentions are, they have improved. I do feel like, I don't know what was going on before, but I don't know if they feel like they need to reconcile with you or find a resolution for something that was heavy on their mind. I do feel like they're making mutual progress with you. I do feel like they do have strong opinions, though. You know, they have strong opinions that they may want to share. I don't know. There's the Seven of Pentacles in the dark, so I do feel this sense of procrastinating, being stagnant, limited success. I'm also just feeling the sense of them holding back a little bit and trying to figure out what exactly their intentions are, trying to get their mindset to match up with their heart, you know. The Eight of Swords is also in the dark, so I do feel like about them more or less criticizing themselves and having that negative energy, that low perspectives, or struggling to see a clearer perspective than what they have already. But there's the King of Pentacles, so I do feel like overall they have strong feelings for you. Their intentions are not really put in place yet, but they do have strong feelings for you. You know, the King of Pentacles, someone who is very, you know, mature, down to earth, very grounded, you know, very in tune with themselves. Very good with money and business and work, and I feel like that is something that Junad wants for themselves and wants to be with you. So I don't know if it's just them, their career and money is most important for them right now, but they are thinking about things. They haven't really made a clear mindset what their intentions are, but you're trying to figure it out. That's what I got. Still looking where I put that that past life tarot spread I had. I lost it. It's probably right here beside me and I'm not seeing it. Eagle. Will RK offer me a job? Ooh, will RK offer Eagle a job? Will RK offer Eagle a job? Ooh, the King, the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is pretty close to the King of Pentacles regarding finances. King of Pentacles is definitely like a yes card, though. I just keep wanting to say King. It's like the Knight of Pentacles, but it's a yes card. It does say work needs doing. So I do feel like whatever the job is, and maybe, I don't know if it's difficult or if they're just going to offer you like their most boringest job that they have to offer. I don't know. Just the Knight of Pentacles being like, you know. I also feel the sense that it'll be not just hard, but you'll have to use your creative, your focus. So I do feel like there's a strong energy that they will offer to you, or they'll at least tell you what the job inquires to see if you take it or not. They will. of Fortune is in the dark, so I don't know if the timing is right for it, though. You know, it seems like the Nine of Pentacles is like, yes, take action, go for it. The Empress is like, I'm not sure what the timing is. You know, I don't know if that's your destiny. I don't know. There's the Eight of Pentacles as well, so, you know, you'll be learning something, you'll be mastering your skills. There will be an opportunity. I feel like you will be valued there, and I feel like it's also important for you when you do this job to pay really close attention to those details. You also have the Hangman, so you may, if you do get this job, it may like change your mindset a little bit on what you really want out of a career. Maybe it will turn the Wheel of Fortune in the light, or it will open up the doors for you to grab onto another opportunity. That's what I got. Ariana, how would things be if Joey came into contact again? Okay, how would things be if Joey came into contact with Ariana again? How would things be if Joey came into contact with Ariana again? You got the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, so that's some good energy. Ten of Pentacles is a happy, well-balanced family life, work life, that whole 9 yards, you know, right? Just being able to accomplish it all. For the Ten of Pentacles, I also feel this sense of not just, you know, not just that, just like building that stable foundation or stable future together, having that happiness, that commitment, that good life, you know? The Three of Cups is in the dark, so I don't know if this is about you being able to reach out to them because they're not going to reach out to you kind of energy, or what the scenario would be. You know, Three of Cups is disappointments, but it could also be like an independence and like recognizing each other's independence. You know, Aries is generally very independent people, so if they can, you know, they can get along with that. There is a Nine of Pentacles in the light, so there's that too. I feel like whatever's going on with Joey, that their career and money and finances is extremely important to them, and I feel like that may be coming first for them right now. So it all depends if like you can handle them putting more focus into work than you in this relationship. I feel like the Two of Cups, I don't know if this is a choice you need to make or the choice the two of you need to make together of how that connection together will look like, because I do feel like overall Joey may be really interested in what the vision of the future may look like. I don't know. But with Two of Cups being in the light, you know, that unified love, romance, natural attraction, you know, all that sort of thing. That's what I got. You know what the Two of Cups is, right? BB, will H help me get a job at this company? Okay, so will H be able to help BB get a job at their company? Well, H, oops, thank you. Five of Swords is a no card, but we'll see what the rest of the cards have to say. Will H be able to help? Will H be able to get a job? Okay, will H help BB get a job at their company? Will H help BB get a job at their company? What will they get the job? Will they get the job? That's interesting. First off was like a no, 5 of Wands, you know. But at a second look, you know, there is a 7 of Cups, so maybe it's a no because it will be very confusing. So I'm not sure what will be confusing about making that decision about them helping you get a job and you getting the job and all that sort of thing with the company. But, you know, the 7 of Cups can also be like, depending on what your first impressions is. So I don't know if H will be able to get you the interview, but then depending on what those first impressions are with the company may determine the rest of it. You know, I feel like if you have a really good first impression on them, then the 10 of Wands in the light will be like a full committed job, right? The 10 of Wands. It may be a lot of work, but tends to represent commitment. But even though it's the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Wands is like more like a lot extra responsibility, struggling, feeling overworked, stressed. You know, maybe the timing may not be right for you. But so that's maybe why the maybe what the challenges are, you know. Five of Wands could be like changes and challenges. If you can work things out with what it is, I do feel like with the Ace of Pentacles is a brand new beginning, right? Having that prosperity and abundance and happiness and stability. I feel like it could be a good opportunity, but it will be a lot of work. It will be a lot of depending what your first impressions are. So it does look like they can. I don't know if H is worried about these first impressions or worried about you not being able to do the work, and that would I don't know what that situation is, but that is what I got. There's a lot of tips online about how to look for a job and how to apply for a job, because things have changed. You know, before you could just drop off a resume and wait for a phone call, but it's not like that anymore. You have to sell yourself now. Everyone's for sale. Dania. What is coming towards Dania? 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 What's coming towards Dania? I am doing fairy readings too, if you all want one. It was supposed to be fairy readings, but I don't know what happened to that. We're doing this. 8 of Cups. You're walking away from something. What is going on with Dania? What is coming towards Dania? What is coming towards Dania? What is she walking away from? Oh, the Bull. Alright, let's see here. For the 8 of Cups, I do feel the sense of you walking away, or you letting go of something. Maybe not actually walking away, but letting go of something. I don't know what that would be for you. But I just also feel the sense of maybe it's you moving on from missing someone, or just letting go of whatever was holding you back before. You do have the Two of Swords, so I do feel like there's some sort of difficult decision that you have or may have coming up. I feel like you may not have all the answers to make this decision yet, so maybe that is why it's difficult. But it seems to be coming for you anyways. There is a Knight of Swords as well. So I feel like this is more about your mindset, you know, your logic, your thinking, rather than how you're feeling. I feel like whatever you're feeling, you're leaving that behind and you're thinking clearly a little bit more. It might be a little bit challenging because they are in the dark. Yeah, I just feel the sense of also you being a little guarded. Maybe that's holding you back from making this decision as well. With the Knight of Swords being in the dark, I just feel the sense of indecisiveness, but also not wanting to, you know, start anything with someone, like not wanting to have a confrontation of any sort with someone, or going too fast, or maybe things are changing that are a little bit too fast for you to keep up. I don't know. The Six of Pentacles, that, you know, that equal give and take is kind of like bringing you down. So I don't know if it's just about the financial situation that's kind of like you've lost control over, or if you're worried about how to move forward with the finances that you have without having any strings or anything like that attached. I'll just clarify what all this means. Let's see. What can Dania do about this situation? What can Dania do about the situation? The Magician. Use your skills, use your knowledge that you already have to figure out whatever the situation is for you. You have the skill set to do it, you have the determination, you have all the resources available to you to be able to help you out. So I feel like it's about using them, you know. Look and see what kind of resources are out there to help guide you with this. But that's what I got. Starry Night, hi, welcome. If you want to join the list, just write ! and join. You can join the list, Starry. Nightbot is not a real person. It's kind of like just a robot that keeps track of the list for me. Empress Queen, does Hassan miss me? Am I on his mind? Is Empress Queen on his mind? Is Empress Queen on his mind? Ooh, this one came out. The Moon and the Fool. Is Empress Queen on his mind? Huh. Yeah, Jasmine, if you just write exclamation mark with join and your question again, it will just update your question. It's not like joining it again. It's just because Nightbot's not a person. It's kind of just a robot-y thing that's really finicky to use, especially if multiple people try to prompt the Nightbot at the same time. Yes, we can definitely clarify the Moon. There is the Fool here, so I do feel like Hassani, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, does want to take that leap of faith with you, does want to take that opportunity to connect with you, or they're thinking about it very much. You know, there is the Moon here. We will clarify with the Moonology cards what Mama Moon is trying to tell you. But you know, the Moon, there's something that is still illusion, something that's not quite clear yet. There is the Ace of Cups in the dark, so I feel like they are kind of like holding back and fully expressing their feelings towards you. But I feel like if the Ace of Cups came out at all, that they do have feelings, right? I do read the cards to light to you, to the dark to me. There is the Three of Wands in the dark too. So I feel like they're wanting to play it small. They're not going to make too much progress too quickly. They're taking the time and thinking things through. I feel like they're doing more thinking than feeling right now. Let's see, what does the Moon have to say for Empress Queen? What is the Moon telling Empress Queen about Hassani? I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. There we go. Ooh, it says, what do you need to release? Let something go. Stop trying so hard. So I wonder if that's something that Hassani is like thinking about, like letting go, stop trying so hard, moving forward with less resistance, if that's something that they're trying to do towards you. Yeah, it does say release some emotional things, so I do feel like they do need to tell you how they're feeling, and they're holding that back. But it also says soon you'll see what lies ahead for the two of you. So maybe they'll gain that courage once they get more of that clarity in their mindset. What else did I got? You're welcome, Empress Queen. Gabby. Good night, Miss Moonlight. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate that so much. Nice to see you. Gabby, current thoughts of the Aries towards Gab. So what are the current thoughts of Aries towards Gabby? What are the current thoughts of Gabby? What are the current thoughts of Aries towards Gabby? I totally said that wrong. What are the current thoughts of Aries towards Gabby? What are the current thoughts of Aries towards Gabby? Starry, keep trying. Nightbot will get you eventually. For the Queen of Swords being in the light, I do feel like the Aries does think of you as the Queen of Swords. You know, someone who has that strong independence. You know, someone who is wise and clever. Maybe a little bit of a sharp tongue, but, you know, maybe a little bit stubborn. I don't know. But it is in the light, so that is a good sign. It says that they think that you are someone that would listen to them and hear them out, you know? They think of you that way as well. There is the Eight of Swords in the dark. So, I'm not quite sure what that is. I don't know if they're kind of like just having some not second guesses. That's not what I'm thinking. More like, not confident enough to tell you how they think and feel about you all that much for whatever reason, you know? Usually Aries are very confident, but you never know. This one may be a little bit shy or a little bit more introverted, you know? For the Nine of Pentacles in the light, I do feel like there's like really good energy. You have the Two of Cups, so you know that there's love and romance, attraction, connection, all that sort of thing. With the Nine of Pentacles being in the light, I do feel like work is a strong thing for them. They do want to work, or their focus is on work, but at the same time, they do like, you know, you do bring them happiness, you do bring them a sense of calmness and peace. They do see that. They do like your lofty demeanor and loving and all that sort of energy. But yeah, the Two of Cups, you know what the Two of Cups is, right? Love, romance, passion, connection, all that sort of good stuff. The Eight of Swords, I feel like that is something that the Aries is struggling with a little bit. I don't know what that is about. Maybe they'll communicate that with you at some point. That's what I got. Tony! Star Knight, try again. Oh, thank you so much for a donation, Star Knight. Nancy, I will do your story right after Nancy, okay? Thank you so much for the donation. How does Mirage, yeah, view need to, how does Mirage view need to currently? Romantic third-party issues. All right, let's see. How does Niraj view need to? How does Niraj view need to? Let's see. I definitely feel like they're struggling with what they're thinking. I feel like they're overthinking and struggling with their thinking. They're struggling with meeting up what they think and what they feel in their heart, you know? Just that sense of that energy a little bit. With the Eight of Swords being in the dark, I do feel the sense of them criticizing themselves a little bit. Not you, like themselves. So they're being hard on themselves about what they think and how they feel and how they want to move forward with anything, you know? There is the Star, so I feel like they're not really listening to their intuition all that much. They're kind of like feeling a little lost in that sense. There is a Nine of Swords, so I feel like they're kind of, Mira's kind of like dealing with something that's a little painful. I don't know if they have stresses or worries or anxieties or whatever this is for them. I feel like they're a little bit fearful of some changes that's trying to come through. Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like whatever it is, they are struggling. There is a Knight of Swords, and I feel like this is what Mirage wants to be, but I feel like they're kind of like struggling. They want to be someone who's romantic and has clarity and all that sort of thing. So I don't know if it's just something that's going on between them and that third party you're talking about, or what that energy is, but that seems to be what's heavy on their energy right now. Yeah, so they're not really thinking about you right now. Starry Night, thank you so much. You want a Fae reading? Yes, this is like a reading from the Fae, your fairy guides towards you. So the message is from your fairy. The first one is the message from your fairy guide. Maybe you have a guy fairy. Totally possible. The next one is your issue from a Fae's perspective. This is what the Fae thinks your issue is. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's your issue. It's just an issue that the Fae thinks you have. Is there any phase coming through? Is there any phase coming through? I feel like there is. What is your... So what can... This is what your fairy guide can help you with. What can a Starry Night's fairy guide help them with? Wisdom. What does your Fae guide want you to know? What does the Fae guide want you to know? Okay, so this is a message from your Fae guide. It says, wait for winter. During the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes. So whatever your wishes are, they want you to wait till winter. And it says, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. So whatever your wishes are, if they're good for everyone, good for you, good for everyone else, they will help you during the winter. This is what they think your issue is. Shine from within. It says, looks are skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for you for self-acceptance, for revealing your true beauty. So I feel like the Fae think your issue is that you're not accepting yourself completely, or not loving yourself completely like they feel like you should. This is something they can help you with, is wisdom. So maybe they can help you be a little bit more wiser if you ask them to. It says, have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So they can help you with challenges too, and you're listening to your inner wisdom. And this is what your fairy guide wants you to know. Pure intentions. The fairy of manifestation will help you use your wishes wisely. Manifest your hearts and desires with pure intentions and for the highest good of all. So it's kind of like the same thing that they were saying at the beginning. They kind of said it at the ending as well. Winter keeps coming in. Oh yeah, the fairies are guiding you. And you know how you know you have a fairy? You know you have a fairy is if you lose something and you know for sure you put it in that spot and you go there and it's not there, like if you put your keys somewhere or anything, you go back and it's not there, you keep looking, it's not there, then all of a sudden it's there. That's how a fairy lets you know that they're around. So if that happens to you, that's when you tell them your intentions. Thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate that. They play tricks on you all the time? Yeah, they like to do that. That's their amusement, but you can also use them for stuff too. They like it when you leave little treats behind. You know, if you have a little piece of cake or something, you leave the crumbs on the counter, they'll appreciate that. Don't clean them up too quickly. Mike, do I have a new stalker? Because I feel it. Oh no. Does Mike have a new stalker? Because they feel it. Does Mike have a new stalker? Does Mike have a new stalker? Who's this new stalker? Does Mike have a new stalker? Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is in the dark. Let's see. Does Mike have a new stalker? Does Mike have a new stalker? Does Mike have a new stalker? And what are their intentions? Ooh. The Eight of Pentacles being in the dark. The Eight of Pentacles is a yes card, but it is in the dark, so I don't know if it's 100% yes, you know? For the Eight of Pentacles being in the dark, I do feel this sense of them... I don't know, I feel the sense of, like, I don't know if it's someone from your work or who it is, but I feel like they want to learn something from you. Especially with the Hierophant. I feel like they haven't learned enough about you, but they want to learn more about you. So, I don't know what that is about that, if that's why they're stalking your social media, or wherever you think they're stalking you. The Hierophant is in the dark. So I don't know if they're disconnecting with their faith and they're feeling a little lost in general. There is the world, so I don't know if that means that they've completed whatever their mission was stalking you, or if it's something that's just begun. You know, the world being in the light usually means a full circle of completion, but, you know, I don't know. There is the 4. I'm also feeling the sense of travel, so I do feel like the stalker may be stalking from far away, not like close around. I don't know. Maybe like through social. I don't know. There is the 4 of Swords being in the dark. So I do feel the sense of stagnation. I do think this person is not afraid of being caught either, so I feel like they do want you to catch them. I don't know. That's what I got. Not quite sure who this person is, but it does seem to be like there's somebody keeping an eye on you because they want to learn more about you. I don't know. Scorpio, hi. What are Robert's feelings and intentions with Scorpio right now? What are Robert's feelings and intentions with Scorpio right now? What are Robert's feelings and intentions with Scorpio right now? The Emperor. I feel like with the Emperor, he does want to take charge. He does want to make moves towards you. Does want, you know, all that sort of Emperor energy towards you, which can be good. You know, some people view the Emperor as someone not so great, but I feel like the Emperor, you know, generally someone who's like a father figure, someone who, you know, has strong views on things and does want to take charge of where their life is headed. For the 5 of Pentacles being in the dark, I do feel they're feeling a little bit challenged, a little bit defeated. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know if it's about them feeling like they don't have enough money or their work isn't the best or what kind of thing that they feel like they have. And I don't know how that's affecting your energy, affecting the energy around them expressing their feelings towards you. Overall, you do have the 6 of Wands. So they do see success between the two of you. They are satisfied. They are happy. They do recognize you, and they do feel like you recognize them too. There's a 3 of Cups, so I do feel like overall there's some good emotions there. They do like, you know, socializing with you, being with around you, that happiness. They do feel like things are coming together. I do feel like they do want to make intentions towards you, but I don't know if it's like their finances or whatever the situation is. It's kind of like holding them back with acting on their intentions towards you right now. But overall, there are good feelings. You know, the 6 of all the Wands cards. You know, the 6 of Wands, the hot, very passionate energy. You know, all the Wand cards have that energy. Yeah. That's what I got. You're welcome, Mike. Hopefully you figure it out. Firefly magic. What are Scorpio's intentions with Miss W? Ooh. What are Scorpio's intentions with Miss W? What are Scorpio's intentions with Miss W? 4 of Wands. The Tower. The Queen of Pentacles. I don't know who Miss W is, but you got the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is generally a celebration, joy, satisfaction, that sort of thing. So I don't know if they're trying to plan a party or trying to plan some sort of celebration. I don't know. But I feel like whatever they're planning, it's not going to work out well because there's a tower. So they know the tower can make some sudden changes, some chaos, you know? For the Queen of Pentacles being in the light, I don't know if it's about them trying to find the finances for the celebration. Like, I don't know what their intentions are with Miss S. You know, the Queen of Pentacles, she is someone who's very grounded, down to earth, stubborn, you know, moves kind of slow and steady, doesn't rush into anything. The 3 of Wands is in the light too. I'm not quite sure if they view you that way or Miss W, but yeah. For 3 of Wands too is kind of like wanting to see that future and like make those plans and make progress with those plans. And yeah, whatever it is, I feel like they're just planning something. is what I'm feeling. I don't know what they're planning or what their intentions are. No, that doesn't really help you out at all. But Scorpios are generally highly intuitive and, you know, very compassionate and empathetic and all that sort of thing. So I don't know if the Scorpio feels like they're helping this W with something that they feel like they need help with. With the Tower, I'm not really feeling like it's like a love type connection, but I don't know. That's just what I got. Diamond, any messages from me and my son? 2, from loved ones, RE, our current situation. Okay, so is there any spirit guides that want to come give Diamond a message for Diamond and her son? Is there any spirit guides that want to come give Diamond a message for her son? Is there any spirit guides that want to come give Diamond a message for her and her son? Let's see. Put that one for you, and the next one for your son. Ooh. Okay, so for you there is the 9 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. So I do feel like there are some choices that needs to be made here. The 9 of Pentacles is something you may need to learn, something about you being more independent, something that, you know, they want you to know that you're independent and self-resilience and success, and they want you to treat yourself well as well and have that happiness and raise the standards for yourself to be more self-sufficient. You also have the 2 of Cups, so that could be about some choices or decisions that need to be made that may be a little bit emotional. I do feel like there is a spiritual connection. I don't know if this is with the person you are that's giving you the message or if it's someone else. I do feel like there's going to be something. I don't know if it's like someone's going to offer you something or propose an idea to you of some sorts. But that seems to be what's coming for you as well. That's what I got. And then for your son, there is a Tower in the dark. So I do feel like your son is rebuilding in that foundation. They're rebuilding whatever it is that they're trying to work towards. Also feel the sense of them going through that phase of transformation. And I feel like the spirits want them to know, like, don't be fearful or don't try to avoid changes that are trying to happen for your son. Like, your son needs to embrace these changes that are happening, this transformation that is happening around him. There is strength. So when you're going through any type of transformation or change, you know, it can be draining on your energy and your motivation. And I do feel like spirits want the strength card to turn to life, your son to gain more strength, to be more confident and embrace those changes that seem to be happening or wanting to happen. They may come suddenly, so I do feel like they want him to be prepared for that. That's what I got. Hi, Divine Libra. How are you? Dragonfly. How will the D and the group feel if I go on the event next week? Ooh. So how will the D and the group feel if Dragonfly goes on an event next week? How will they feel towards Dragonfly if Dragonfly goes on the event? Ooh. I don't know if there's some jealousy coming through or what this is. You know, the 6 of Pentacles in the dark, the 6 of Swords in the dark. I don't know if they're worried about some sort of problems or some sort of, I don't know. For the 6 of Pentacles being in the dark, I do feel this energy of struggling with that give and take, or they feel like some sort of, or they feel like you're taking advantage of something or controlling something, or I don't know. doesn't really make a lot of sense of why they would feel that. There is a Six of Swords in the dark. So, you know, I just feel the sense of them feeling stuck in the past, struggling to get their mind out of whatever that is holding them back from. But I do feel like you are the Queen of Swords. So whatever it is, I feel like you can just let whatever they think and feel go. You know, you got yourself, right? You got that independence. You can see the bigger picture. You know, don't let them bring you down, and don't feel like you need to defend yourself either. You know what you need to do. You want to go on it, go on it. You know, they may not think the best of you, but you know, I feel like the cards, the universe, the spirits, whoever's watching over wants you to be this Queen of Swords. You know, have that, you know, be that person, be self-assured, you know, be honest with yourself. You know your strength, you know everything, right? There's the devil. The devil could be like them, trying to be that negativity to weigh you down, you know, keep you back from going forward, you know? They're just trying to pull you back from that. But that is what I got. I don't know. I am doing great. Hi Naya, how are you? There may be spots off in a little bit that will open up. I don't know what happened to Nightbot or Moonbeam to change the list for me, but no, it still says Dragonfly 24. I did that one already. If you just tell me the next question, I can get started. Oh, there it is. Jasmine! Jasmine Lily. Does my ex H think I am seeing other guys? How does he feel about that? Is he insecure? You're welcome, Scorpio. For Jasmine, does Jasmine's ex H think that Jasmine is seeing other guys? We'll do one question at a time. Does H think that Jasmine is seeing other guys? Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, I believe, is a yes card. How does H feel about that? How does H feel about Jasmine seeing other guys? Not the best. How does H feel? Is H insecure? Is H insecure? Is H insecure about Jasmine seeing other guys? That's way too many cards. Is H insecure? I don't know why. The spirits are throwing the cards everywhere right now. Let's try this again, one at a time, please. Is H feeling insecure? Is H feeling insecure towards Jasmine seeing other guys? Is H feeling insecure about Jasmine seeing other guys? What is the outcome of this? What is the outcome of this? Oh, okay. Some interesting energies trying to come through here. There is the Seven of Wands, and that was sort of a yes, that they do think that you're seeing other guys. The Seven of Wands is also, you know, they feel like you're betraying them, and they're disappointed, and, you know, they think that you're being sneaky or whatever, you know? Everything the Seven of Wands brings sometimes. They feel like they're challenging. Maybe they feel like they're in competition for your energy now. Their Six of Wands is in the dark. So I do feel the sense of them, you know, not as happy and lacking that they want you to recognize them and they want you to have all these feelings towards them, but they're having all these feelings towards you kind of thing. There is a Three of Wands here, and it's like they're looking ahead, they are making progress, they are being optimistic about you seeing other guys, so there's that. They are realizing that if they're not going to be with you, that is going to happen. They are kind of like trying their best to be mature about it. There is a Magician of the overall outcome, so it is in the light, so they do see that you are manifesting things for yourself. You are moving forward. You know, they know that you have all what you need to do so. That's what I got. Miss Honeylove, tell me what my spirit team want me to know about CH and our relationship. Ooh. Is there any spirit guys that want to come and give Miss Honeylove a message about CH and their relationship? What does Miss Honeylove need to know about CH and their relationship? You do have the World in the dark, so I do feel like there's a sense of something that's not completed. So the two of you are not done. I feel like Spirit wants you to know that you still have some energy, some things that you still need to work out. I'm not quite sure what that would be. There is a Hermit in the dark, so I feel like there's nothing for you to heal or connect to. You've done all of that already, the two of you. I just kind of feel the sense of, I don't know if CH is a little bit disconnected with their intuition, or they're a little fearful of doing any kind of inward work kind of thing, you know? They don't want to take that time for introspection or whatever, you know? But I do feel like CH, and I do feel like the spirit guides that are watching over you, they do want you to know that the CH is kind of like the Knight of Swords, you know? Someone who is ambitious, adventurous, maybe doesn't always show it, but I do feel like he has that potential. Does make quick decisions or actions, maybe sometimes, you know? There is a Ten of Swords in the dark, too. So I feel like, I don't know if there's some healing or recovering or some sort of thing going on with CH or the two of your relationship together. But I feel like whatever it is, the spirits do feel like it's improving. They do fear that it may relapse again. I'm not quite sure what that is about. But they do see that there's changes. They do see that you're going to come out better on top. That is what I got. Let's just see what the fairy has to say about this relationship. What does the fae have to say about this relationship? What does the fae have to say about this relationship? Is there any faes that want to give a message of what Miss Honeylove wants them to know? Divination. It also says, embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with a crystal clear clarity. So I don't know if it's about you, Miss Honeylove, you digging into your own divination and trusting your instincts and your intuition, all that sort of thing. But that is what I got. Hi, Jasmine. Did you see your reading? Thank you so much for donation. Thank you so much. Nature. No, do you want me to do Jasmine first? I guess I'll do nature quickly and then I'll go right to Jasmine. What is going on now between Joan and Nellie for nature? What is going on now between Juan and Nellie? What is going on between Juan and Nellie? What is going on between Juan and Nellie right now? Six of Cups, Ace of Wands. Ooh, okay. So I don't know what's going on now, but there is a Six of Cups, so I do feel like they have some nostalgia going on there. Reminiscing about the past together, whatever that is. They do feel connected, or they reconnected, I don't know. There is the Ace of Wands, so they want to start or rekindle that passion. I don't know what is going on. Moonbeam. It's getting all mixed up. The readings on top. I'm not on Tony. I'm on nature. Jasmine, yeah, Jasmine needs to be after nature. I'm not on Tony yet. I don't know. Nature, this is still you. Tony, I'll have to do you right after Jasmine. And then for nature, there you do have the Ten of Swords. So I feel like overall, even though they want this new spark of passionate energy, and they have all these happy memories, I feel like it's not going well. Because the Ten of Swords, right? They may be at a verge of a breakup. They may not want to, but I feel like that's where they're headed right now. I don't know if they're just sparked out from each other or what's going on, for just some sort of conflict that maybe they will resolve. I don't know. There is a Knight of Swords as well in the dark. So, you know, they're not having the best times. You know, I don't know if one of them is being a little reckless, someone's being a little aggressive, someone's being indecisive. You know, I just feel like there's all this hasty energy coming through. So I feel like they're trying their best to work things out, but it's not going well. Jasmine! I see your question. After Jasmine, I'll do you, Tony. For Jasmine, it says, I like to do a deeper question on the energies between H and I. A lot of cards came out, and I'd like to know more details about the rest of the cards. Okay, yes. They got really excited. I forget what exactly I was saying when they all got excited, but we'll try to get that energy again. I'll see what the original question was, if I can find it. I don't know. Oh, it's far away. Okay, we'll just try our best on what is going on with Jasmine and H. We want more details about the relationship between H and Jasmine. It was about how they feel about you. It was about how they felt about you seeing other guys, right? So how does what exactly were we trying to say to Jasmine about H regarding them thinking that Jasmine is seeing other guys? How he feels about seeing other, yeah, how does H feel about Jasmine seeing other guys? And moving forward, how is H feeling about Jasmine moving forward? They're doing it again. Okay, we want to get the right cards here. So one at a time so we can get them all out. What does H feel about Jasmine moving on? Ooh. So he's definitely feeling insecure and, you know, having doubts about it, or I don't know. There is a Five of Cups in the dark, so I feel like they're struggling with expressing exactly how they're feeling towards you. I think it's more about them being stuck in their head rather than actually feeling, you know? I feel like they do realize that you are moving on. They do know that they were not in the best relationship when they were with you. And they do see that you are improving and that you are letting go of past hurts. And they see that you're building that confidence and transitioning into something better. Maybe that is what is going on. The Queen of Pentacles is in the dark. So I do feel the sense of them knowing that it's not easy for you to do either. So I feel like they are being a little bit more compassionate, even though they do have all these things that's running through their mind. You know, I think it's more of them thinking than feeling. For the Queen of Wands in the dark, you know, for the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands in the dark, I don't know if it makes them question their respect towards you or what that is about. You know, sometimes exes are just like that, you know? For the Queen of Pentacles being in the dark, I just feel the sense of them, I don't know, I feel like it's about them being more hurt about being rejected. That's the energy that I'm feeling with the two Queens in the dark. Of them feeling a little bit of a sense of them needing to reestablish themselves and, you know, just lowering their confidence about themselves. For the Page of Swords, I do feel like that you are thinking about communicating this to you. I don't know if they have already or not, if they're just thinking about it. You know, the Page of Swords. I don't know if they've had some new ideas or if they're just curious and they want more information. I do feel like if you're wanting any information from them, they're going to withhold that information from you. I don't know why. So I don't know if they're trying to play like they're not doing the same thing with them moving on. They're trying to hide that from you. But I feel like there's some sort of thing like that that's trying to come through. I feel like whatever it is, that they feel like there's a rocky road ahead, even though they feel like they need to follow the rules. I'm not sure what rules they feel like they need to follow or what rules they think you need to follow, but that is another energy that's trying to come through. Was there anything else you wanted me to say, Jasmine? Hi, Divine Angel. How are you? Okay, so what are H's intentions towards Jasmine? What are H's intentions towards Jasmine? What was the other question? What is his energy towards moving forward? What is H's intentions towards Jasmine moving forward? His temperance is a little off. He's not going in moderation. He wants to rush things or holding back on things. I don't know what that is about. There is the Eight of Wands, so I don't know if he was going to try to take action towards you, try to get you back somehow. I don't know. I don't know this H person. But I can just tell you what the cards say. The Eight of Wands, you know, that rush of energy, wanting to take that clear focus, wanting to, you know, but their balance is like way off. So their intentions are not genuine, you know. They're not really thinking clearly with their mind and their heart matching up correctly, you know. What's at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. And there was a card earlier about holding something back, eh? With the Queen of Wands in the dark, you know, maybe not telling you all the information, or with the Page of Swords in the light too, not giving you all the clarity. And at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. So you know, that trickster, that betrayer, deception. I don't know. That is what I got though. You're welcome. Tony, Scorpio, was it for a fairy reading? Tony, did you want a fairy reading? Is Tony still here? Yes? Okay, fairy reading. So this is from your fairy guides. Instead of spirit guides, we're doing fairy guides. So is there any fae or fairy guides that want to come and give Tony a message? Tony is a Scorpio. Is there any messages from the fae or the fairy guides that want to come and give Tony the Scorpio a message? Ooh. So this next one is what the fae or your fairy guides think is your issue. Doesn't necessarily mean it's your issue. It's just what the fae thinks your issue is. So what is the fae's perspective of Tony's issue? What is the fae's perspective of Tony's issue? The next one is what your fairy guide can help you with. What can Tony's fairy guide help them with? What can Tony's fairy guide help them with? Ooh, hope. What does the fairy guides want Tony to know? What does the fairy guides want Tony to know? What does the fairy guides want Tony to know? Okay. First it says, nature sings. So this is your message from your spirit guide, or not your spirit guide, your fae guide, you know. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature. As you go about your day, nature talks to us continuously. We need to only open our hearts and our minds. So they want you to be mindful when you go out in nature. You know, if a little bird is trying to give you or a little bit of attention, or if any kind of animals out in nature trying to give you a little bit more attention, or things seem a little off, they want you to pay attention to that. And this is your issue from the fae's perspective, solitude. Think of being alone as meaning as you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during our quiet time. So it sounds like your fae would like you to spend some time alone to contemplate, maybe do some meditation or something like that, to get some clarity of listening to yourself inside of what you need to do to move forward. And this is how the fae can help you. They can help you with hope. This hope is always there, even if you can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Then this is what the fairy guide wants you to know. Look in a book. Whatever your questions are right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you will bring the insight you seek. I've seen a lot of people do that. They'll just open any random book that calls to them, open it up, and the first line they see is what they read. And maybe that will give some clarity if you tried that, you know? If you just go to the library, just open up any random book and read the first line that you see and see what your fairy guide has to tell you. That is what I got. Or if you have any book at home, it works just the same. Starlight! Fairy reading, yes, for sure. For Starlight. If Starlight is still here, this is a message from the fae. What does the fae want Starlight to know? What does the fae or fae guides want Starlight to know? You're welcome, Tony. What does the fae or fae guides want Starlight to know? What is Starlight's issue from a fae's perspective? What is Starlight's issue from a fae's perspective? What can the fae guide help Starlight with? What can the fae or fae guides help Starlight with? What does Starlight's fae guide want Starlight to know? What does Starlight's fae guide want Starlight to know? Ooh. Solitude. You got solitude too. So this is the message from the fae. Solitude. Think of being alone as meaning as you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during the quiet times. So maybe some self-reflection, some meditation, I don't know. This is what the Fae thinks your issue is. Music. Listen carefully for there are many messages in music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. So I don't know if you play some music, they'll help the Fae or your fairy guides help you a little bit more with guiding you. Maybe they think you need to listen to a little bit more music to meditate. I don't know. This is what your fairy guide can help you with. Or no, this is what your Fae or fairy guide can help you with. Abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. I guess I just turn them so you can all see them all, eh? And then you have what your fairy guide wants you to know is to find balance. Find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. Maybe that's what the solitude is. What your message was from the Fae and what your fairy guide wants you to say matched up. Maybe you don't need to meditate, just take a nap. That's what I got. Hi there, Review. How are you? You're welcome, Starlight. Nitu, general love reading for Nitu. General love reading for Nitu. What does Nitu need to know about love? General love reading for Nitu. General love reading for Nitu. 5 of Pentacles. What is going on? Ooh, the 5 of Pentacles. I do feel like there's going to be some challenges still about the love situations. I don't know if you're in love with someone or if you're trying to find a new love, but there does seem to be some challenges. We're going to clarify what these challenges are for you. You also have the 8 of Wands in the dark. So I feel like no one's going to be taking action towards you right now, because I just feel like there's a little bit of healing or something that is trying to come through a little bit here. Some worries or stresses of something. And I feel like once that is taken care of, that will open up your heart for love and attraction and all that sort of thing. The 8 of Wands in the dark too, I just feel this sense of frustration and kind of like a resisting changes that are trying to happen. I do feel like there's an opportunity waiting for you. But I feel like it's kind of a little bit confusing, a little bit, you know, resisting that change or that energy that's trying to come forward with you. The 9 of Cups definitely represents like a new love or just feeling that sense of connection and abundance and all that sort of thing, feeling satisfied. It could also represent that a friendship that you're with may turn into a love situation as well. The Queen of Swords, I feel like if that's the case, then your friend does view you again as the Queen of Swords, someone who is independent and wise and clever, honest, and I feel like honesty is what they really treasure about you. And I feel like they do see your strength and they do see all of that goodness about you. I'm just going to clarify with these love cards. What exactly is going on with this person from the 9 of Cups? What is the 9 of Cups telling us about Nitu's love connection? Ooh, you got the dragonfly. It says, be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adopt change, and heal. So like I was saying here with the 5 of Pentacles, I did feel like there was still some healing you need to do before you can transform into this dragonfly and embrace that light and that love and that attraction towards you. Because it does seem like that is happening. That is what I got. I just threw all my cards. Got them. Almost. There we go. Diamond, what is someone going to, okay, what idea is someone going to be proposing to me, and who is proposing it? Okay, so what idea is someone going to propose to Diamond? What idea is someone going to propose to Diamond? Who, and who, okay. What is the idea? What is the idea this person's going to propose to Diamond? What is the idea of someone going to propose to Diamond? I'm not really feeling it with these cards, so I'm going to try to use a different deck. I think last time you asked a question similar to this one came through for you, so I'm just going to rename this deck the Diamond deck. So, who is this person that's going to propose an idea to Diamond? What idea are they going to propose? What idea are they going to propose? What idea are they going to propose? Seems like we have a lot of ideas. The Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like this person is very, down to earth, grounded. It is the Pentacles. So I do feel like it's going to be some sort of financial opportunity. This one says, having it all looks different for everyone. So it may not look good on the outside, but maybe it will benefit you in some sort of way. The idea, it is the Three of Cups, so I do feel like they would want, I don't know if they want you to join whatever group that they're doing, or whatever it is they're doing. I feel like it's, Three of Cups, so getting together with your coven or getting together with whatever this person is offering. The other one is the Four of Wands. So families, whoever you make the most of it, safe and comfortable being you. So I do feel like this person is kind of someone who's very down to earth, very grounded, will accept you for who you are, doesn't have any expectations for you. Maybe just want to see where you can fit in with the other people. You also have the Hierophant. So I do feel like this is something you're going to have to learn. So I don't know if they're going to have train you to do this or bring you to talk to you about it and you can decide if you want to do it or not. But I do feel like there's going to be some learning or training or some sort that's going to be happening. It says traditions is important, but it doesn't have to be everything. So it may be something that you're not used to doing, or maybe outside the traditions that you're used to, but it might be something. That's what I got. Naya, who is coming towards me in marriage? Ooh, who is coming towards Naya in marriage? Who's coming towards Naya in marriage? Who's coming towards Naya in marriage? Who is coming towards Naya in marriage? Who's coming towards Naya in marriage? Ooh. Who's coming towards Naya in marriage? Who's coming between Naya and marriage? I feel like there's no one coming towards you in marriage right now. I don't know if you're expecting someone to. If you're expecting someone to, I feel like they're kind of having some cold feet about it, or they're struggling with that idea. The Two of Wands is in the dark, so I do feel like it's about you matching up your inner alignment and changing the energy around you to attract that love and that connection and that unified love towards you. There is a Five of Cups here. So I do feel like there's some emotional things that still need to be healed. I also feel the sense of you moving on and letting some emotional things go a little bit. There's also the Five of Wands in the dark. So I don't know if it's just some sort of avoiding a conflict that meant to happen. So I don't know if it's about you not wanting to argue with somebody. Sometimes, having that full-blown argument with someone, especially someone you might be interested in or someone who may be interested in you, can somehow break that negativity and change that into a romantic situation. It kind of sounds weird. It sounds like that's not something you should do. But honestly, it does work. I've seen it happen. And then for the Seven of Wands, being in the dark, again, I feel like there's going to be some challenges. You may be a little bit on defense mode. The cards are suggesting that, you know, if you let your guard down a little bit and give this person a chance, or, you know, hear them out, don't avoid the conflict. You know, if they want to argue, argue back and see what happens, as long as it's not like no one's getting hurt or anything, you know. If it's just like a playful banter of some sorts, you know. For the Seven of Wands too, it's kind of like listening to your own wisdom, like listen to more what your mind and logic and experience is telling you rather than trusting solely on your intuition. You know, don't let your emotions run wild and take over whatever this is. To see what happens, it may just change or shift an energy around you to attract that love and that marriage and all that good energy towards you. But that is what I got. Hi Millie, how are you? Hi Zara, welcome. Thank you everyone so much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow. I'm so sorry I missed you. I missed you, Millie and Zara. I'm sorry if I missed anyone. Tammy. I will be back tomorrow night. Oops. I will be back tomorrow night. I'm so sorry if I missed anyone, but I only do it for 2 hours, so I'll be here tomorrow night 2 hours earlier than now. If you want to come and check that out. But yeah, so sorry I missed you guys, but I will be back tomorrow night 2 hours earlier than tonight. Good night, Starlight. Thank you for coming and visiting. I appreciate you all so much. But yeah, I will be here tomorrow night. Hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for all the donations and everything. I appreciate you all so much. Yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.